So I'm up watching Gary Vee as I always do. And then I see this one vibrant, energetic, enthusiastic character talking to Gary. And I'm like, whoa, I love this girl's personality. Next thing you know, I'm like, I need to speak with her. And boom, here we are. Katie, if you don't mind, tell the people listening a little bit about yourself, a little bit about, who you are and what you like to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Katie Dundorf. I'm an 18-year-old senior from Hillsborough, New Jersey. So what I've been kind of doing as of the last couple months is I've been starting a Instagram, and I all kind of started there, where I have a personal development and kind of motivational Instagram, where I've been kind of charting my journey as I go through trying to find my passion, trying to find my purpose, and really trying to find my path. So it all kind of blew up after talking with Gary Vee. It was at first something I started, and it was only a couple friends that were following. I think I had 83 followers at my highest point. So it was really something that I was doing. I always felt called to do something more and something bigger. From the time I was very young, I kind of decided that I wanted to live just a really extraordinary life, and one that I loved waking up to every morning. And I called it my passion project. It was something that for years I just felt like I was called to do something more and to do something big, but I didn't know exactly what that meant. I didn't know if that was a blog, a YouTube channel, a personal development workshop. I didn't know what that looked like. So this Instagram was kind of my first shot at saying, you know what, I've been planning this, I've been journaling this for years, thinking about it. I'm just going to take some action and see what happens. And then I ended up sending that text to Gary Vee, getting on his show, getting over 800 followers in a couple days. And I'm now just really taken off and continuing that journey to see where my path takes me.
That is so incredible, Katie. Holy smokes. My heart rate was racing up just listening to you. Woo! So listen, Katie, I know that you've gotten tons of questions about it. You're probably getting sick of it, but I
No,
have to ask,
absolutely not.
how was it like getting that text back from Gary or his team being like, yeah, okay, sounds good. We're doing tea with Gary Vee. This is your time slot and let's do this.
Oh, it was absolutely unreal, my dude. It was just incredible. I had to make people read the text to me because I'm like, this can't be real. And I was probably, I gotta tell you, for the first couple hours, I was rolling on the floor. I was screaming.
I believe you. I believe
I
you.
went out and outside my front yard and just screamed and was dancing. Like, my neighbors probably think I'm crazy. Not for the first time, but it was amazing. Like, I was just unbelievably shocked and excited because it wasn't a text that I expected to ever get a reply back. I literally just, I did it and I put it out there, and it was like, you know what? I told my brother too, and I was like, all right, I sent this text out and we'll see if he responds, then maybe I'll figure out what my path is. But like, he's not going to respond, right?
Uh-huh.
And he did. So
Oh
it
man.
was insane.
Wow. Now, Katie, for anyone who is unfortunate and hasn't seen that clip of you talking to Gary Vee, what is the title of the YouTube video called?
So it is 2 hours to prepare you for when quarantine ends, tea with Gary Vee. If you want to skip to my part, I'm on 120. So 1 hour,
Beautiful.
20 minutes in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Katie, one thing that I absolutely loved was, your little like Instagram videos after the whole Gary Vee thing, which,
Yeah.
You made addressing all the messages and the text. And I think the message that really spoke to me was you had this theme of like, guys, like, Gary Vee didn't unlock my potential. It wasn't just, I was, caterpillar and then he made me a cocoon. Like you always had that inside of you, it was always going to happen. It just so happened that it was the right time and he could kind of guide you the right way. And what's the word? Give you the thumbs up so you could reaffirm your self-esteem.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I kind of said on my Instagram account, like so many people will never be on tea with Gary Vee. But that doesn't mean that you can't chase after your dreams. And that doesn't mean that you can't start something big and be so successful with it. Because I think for so long, I was just thinking in this mentality of planning and dreaming. But then like I started before I got on tea with Gary Vee, but tea with Gary Vee was really what launched me into believing that everything was possible and that I could do anything. But it just occurred to me as I was kind of thinking about it and reflecting on it. Like I said, like he gave me that extra little push that I needed, but in no way was he the one to unlock my potential. Like it was always possible for me to do everything that I'm doing right now. And for the people watching, they're absolutely capable of doing whatever their heart desires right now without talking to someone famous, without getting shouted out by a Gary Vee or someone else. Like, you can start today and you have the power to do that. So for everyone who is watching and needed that push, I just wanted to be the one to say, like, you don't need that. Do it today. Go for it.
Love it, Katie. I absolutely love it. That is amazing, right? You're giving them no excuses to not start.
Yeah, and I think quarantine also, we can look at it as something that takes away so much for us, but we can also look at it as an opportunity to lean in and reflect, and to really reflect on those things that have been itching us to start something or to do something. Like, we have, for many of us, so much more time than we ever would have. And I think that's really giving us an opportunity to lean into our dreams, lean into our potential, and really go after and start building the things that we've been reflecting on, we've been dreaming about for God knows how long.